Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the cabin where I've spent the last week and a half kind of sort of off camera milling up everything I could possibly need for the walls, for the ceiling, for everything. So I've got all my ducks in a row per se. I've got, hopefully I've got all the material down here. Again, half this battle is trying to accumulate enough material to have it all down here. Close-ish. You can't tell on camera how big of a slope this is, but if I fell down, I'd roll into the pond. That's what happens when you listen to the comments on YouTube. You get into a position like this, where the little orange tractor just doesn't got enough oomph to push it up the hill. Use the tractor, they said, it'll work good. Now I am in a position where the actual weight of the trailer is just kind of pushing the tractor sideways. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll try a couple more times and see if I can get this even more stuck. That'd be fun. You know, you can go quick, you can just throw money at it and go to the store and pick up all your stuff, but you know, making the material, what do you think, Frankie? Making the material is half the battle. So we've got it all here. I've got some significant roof beams. I've got all of my 2x4 dimensional lumber to do my walls. I think I have all my windows. I stopped off at my my window store just a little while ago, picked up some of the windows for the back. So the plan today is to actually do the back wall and then set my windows in place for those guys. Also sort of tie in my roof structure, because I don't know the angle of my the front of the building yet until I put my first roof rafter in, and then I can kind of stick frame up to there, and then it kind of gives me an idea what it should look like, my window placement, etc. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with our end wall, go on from there. All right, let's get started right now, get some stuff up, and yeah, you know, we gotta get started sometime. Pull back a bit. Oh, this is easy. 4 people. We went back a bit too. That's okay. So, and then we're going to kick it out to the edge. Yeah. That should hold it. Look at that, we got one wall up. So the line. Hold it, are you getting a lesson?
Yeah.
Right, so if it's like that, is it level?
Well, no.
Is it level? Can you check level like this?
No.
How is that gonna work, right? Level.
Okay.
All right, you can also do it the other way too. You gotta use the right word, plumb. Just say hold it, it's not level, it's plumb. It's not level? Uh-oh. It's called rough framing for a reason.
Floor.
Not like that.
So I gotta go on the edge of the floor?
No, you don't use the level ever like that.
I don't know.
The way the level was, the level does nothing like this.
Oh, like this?
Yes. So you gotta get close and you gotta get down.
It's not level because it's like on a bump, but like that's level.
That's level?
Well, yeah, it's a flat board.
You gotta get real close to it though. It doesn't have to be flat. We made it that way.
Yeah.
Could have made the floor like this if we wanted to.
Well, yeah. Well, this isn't even because there's a bump here. Or it's not plumb.
That board could also be not flat. That's future Kevin problems.
Okay.
That bump.
You just get like a big sander and just sand the whole floor.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
That's going to be the plan. So I think what happened is like, so these sheets are skids, so they're not exactly the flattest things. But hey, you know what? Horseshoes, hand grenades, cabins in the woods, right?
Okay.
And Dawn's here.
Yep.
Dawn, what's going on?
Not too much. Just building a cabin in the woods.
Nice.
Or an addition.
Yeah, it's a cabin. It's bigger than the cabin. We got everybody on site today. Here we got the Wooded Beardsman. Chris is teaching Holden how to frame.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, Chris used to do a lot of this stuff. Not so much anymore.
Gotta give shout out to Holden.
Holden, oh yeah, Holden's got a new channel. It's
Yeah.
What's your channel's name?
It's called Holden Anton.
Okay, and what do you do there?
Check it out.
He builds cabins.
You build cabins?
I build this cabin.
Okay.
And then I do survival stuff, do some sort of vlogs, go check it out, please, and subscribe to support me.
You're trying to build up your base and your hours because you gotta, you know,
I gotta get monetized.
gotta pay the bills because I think you're getting kicked out.
Yeah.
He didn't
kick me out when I turned 18.
Oh, okay.
Like the minute I turned 18.
I thought that was the secret. He was telling me about that. But
no, I already know.
it's kind of like a bird when they just get kicked out of the nest and see if you can fly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. All right.
Practice flying now.
He's trying to build up uncle points so he can stay at the cabin.
Yeah.
All right.
Build enough of
I
it,
built this
you
so
stay
I
here.
get to stay here. I have some property rights.
That's right.
I'll just be a squatter. They have more rights than like renters anyway.
Oh, we don't want to get political. All right.
Okay.
Is that gonna help? You think? Huh? I don't think I can get to that. Ready? All right, we're at the fun part of the roof build where we're going to figure out the angle. So what I've done is I've actually ran a chalk line from wherever there. Don's got the other end of it, so he's got that on there. And then I've got it attached to the plate that I put up. And what I'm going to do is actually use just a piece of, a sacrificial piece of 2x8. And that's going to find me my angle. And then I can cut all my roof rafters, which are like 18 feet long. I don't really want to move them twice. And I can cut them on the ground and then kind of put them up. So here's the idea. So we put that there and then we can just draw a line. So we follow our chalk line and that gives us the exact angle. I'm sure there's a gadget or a gadget out there that can help us figure this thing out, but I think that's the easiest way to do it when you're not really a framer or a carpenter. So that's our angle there, and should work pretty good. So then we do is take all our beams and we cut that angle on them with the chainsaw because they're pretty heavy duty. So. Well, once again, it's tool time, and I'm today going to talk to you about this thing. This thing I purchased a couple of years ago, actually about a year ago, and so I purchased it and it was back ordered forever, and that's why when I got it, I ended up filing all the manufacturers' names off of it because I was like, you know what? If they're gonna treat me like that and put me on hold and keep kicking that can down the road for week after week after week, I don't really want to show it. So anyways, they've earned my admiration. So this thing is a Husqvarna 542, I believe, battery powered chainsaw. So there's the battery. It comes out just like that. This is the BLI 300, which offers about 45 minutes of cut time. It has a 14-inch bar on the thing, which I find pretty much handles a lot of what I am doing around here. The cool thing about it is like you don't smell like fuel when you're done. It's just like an instant start. It's got like a lot of speed, a lot of torque. Actually, it has a lot of speed, doesn't have a lot of torque. But what it makes up for is the speed. So when you got a lot of chain speed, you got a lot of cutting performance. It's got a couple of buttons on here. One is like eco mode. Who wants to use that? We want it on full rip mode. And yeah, you basically put some chain oil in the bad boy and away you go. It has been my go-to saw around here for a little while now because you know what? It's pretty much done whatever I've wanted to do, but especially framing. Framing inside, you don't have fumes, you don't have the grossness, you don't have the noise when it's just sitting there doing nothing. It's really, really light. It's especially light when you take the battery out, although it doesn't work when there's no battery. Anyways, you put the battery in, this thing is crazy light, it's great for limbing, it's great for bucking up saws. You get 2 batteries, and I find by the time the battery's dead, you're ready for a break anyways. So if you always have one charging, one running, you can pretty much cut indefinitely. That combined with like a battery pack on the back of your chainsaw, you can charge these things all day and run all day. And yeah, I highly recommend this thing. There'll be a link down in the description below for something similar to this thing. I don't know if I can get a link to the actual saw, but yeah, they were back ordered in Canada for like 18 months and I waited a really long time for them. But yeah, they've earned my trust. Husqvarna battery powered chainsaw. They're pretty cool. Check them out. No. We're going to take that and we're going to cut it on an angle. So when you pick it up with the excavator, you just kind of... The only problem is it's going to...
Be too long.
No, it's going to hang over the other side.
Yeah, it might be too long.
Not too long. Overhang. We'll have overhang on the far side, right? Lift that up. You'll just lift it.
I can lift.
You can lift it. You gotta use your muscles. The old guy's showing you up. Wait a second. We don't have to lift both sides. Just one side. We're just gonna. Okay. All right.
This is the smaller end. There. And I've got more leverage because I'm pushing up.
There you go.
I just didn't know where to grab it. I was trying
You
to
just
grab
gotta
it,
just.
like,
Well, you could grab it there. That's probably the easiest way to grab it.
not here.
Yeah, just curl.
No,
Just
under.
do a curl.
Under it's better.
There you go. Up a bit.
No, back up.
Back up.
Yeah.
That's kind of rigged in the wrong spot. Can you set her down, Todd?
Whoa, whoa, too much, probably. Go back. Back up the cake, try there.
Good?
Try it.
Ah, Chris is right.
A little too much.
A little bit over, Holden.
Go back to the right a bit, Holden. Not much. Good, good, try that. Yeah. Bit more.
Start slow. I got like another inch. We can pop. We gotta swing it. Hold it. Go on that side. You're gonna tilt it. Okay, now don't go underneath it. Yeah, walk with it. This way. Going this way.
Watch out, you made the tree.
Move it.
Good now.
You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Go around the tree, hold it. Go the other side, all the way to the other side. There you go.
You gotta set it down.
No, it's gotta go up on the roof, on the platform.
Alright, so I spin it this way?
Yeah.
You want to get up a little lower.
Sure.
Take it there.
I gotta get way up. I'm gonna curl on, I'm gonna go up. Hold it, grab it. Hold it, grab it.
Push the log, Holden.
Yeah, there's a tree in the way.
Push the log.
Which way?
Keep it pushed through.
Move the ladder. I gotta move the excavator. It's too close. I gotta move the ladder.
Okay, keep it, go, hold it this way. Hold up, hold up. You're gonna get caught here somehow. You gotta go up a
I
bit.
think it's gotta tilt up. You gotta tilt it up over the wall.
Okay, well go up a little bit because you're.
That's it. I can't go up. I can only go over.
You can't go up.
No. I can go out like that. You gotta go.
Come on the
up.
other side now.
Push it. I'm gonna go up now and out. So hold it. You're gonna push it up over to the wall. Over the wall.
Get a
I'm
ladder.
gonna tilt up like that. Hold in. You just get it up over the wall. It just sits there.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I'm gonna go up. Now, Holden, what you're gonna do, or do you want me to do it? I'm gonna go up more. Watch yourself.
Don, tell Don to grab it. Make sure Don's got it.
Now, Don, I can go up. Watch it doesn't flip over. So you want me to go over?
Yeah.
And then up.
Okay.
Don't go on the ladder, Holden. Don't go on the ladder. Just
Don't.
leave it. No.
Just a sec. I just don't want to be.
Not safe.
Can you go higher? No?
I'm gonna set her down now.
Go higher first.
I can't. That's it.
Hold on, that might not be secured
Oh, I
anymore.
can go a little higher.
Okay, now down. Holy shoot. Watch it doesn't fly this way. I don't know what it's doing anymore, if it's hooked up or not. No, it's fine. We'll flip it once we get it. That's pretty good. Sway, we'll detach it. You're going to want to move that out of the way.
I'm gonna move it all the way to the back.
Yeah, but you want to move this excavator out of the way. Yeah, watch Uncle Kevin. If that lip doesn't fall off, you're good. If that's going to fall off that lip, we don't know where it's going to go. So. Pick that ladder.
Took a pound off of it.
A bit more.
Okay. Leave it.
Ready?
Okay. Just gonna lift and roll.
Don't yeah.
Watch the ladder again.
Just like the ancient Egyptians. Oh.
It's cool tool time again, and I want to talk to you a little bit about these things, which are called squares, but they're triangle. It's strange, I know. It allows you to make square cuts, and it allows you to do a lot of other things. This particular brand is Empire. I'll put a link in the description below for them. I tend to collect them as I find them. People tend to upgrade because they're, you know, scratched and dented and whatnot. So yeah, I pick them up as I can. This one's a DeWalt. Every brand I think makes one of these. I find they're loud. The blue ones tend to not disappear as much. This one's a plastic one. It's a bigger one. It's a 12-incher, and this one's a like a 6-incher. And what they're good at finding is finding angles. So they got a bunch of numbers in there. The Empire actually comes with a little pamphlet that allows you to, you know, it allows you to like figure out how to cut roof rafters. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. My framer, he can do magical stuff with this thing, but it's a great thing to have in your toolkit. And if for anything else, you basically use it to put it on a 2x4. It allows you to draw a straight line and allows you to cut that. I don't know if you can see that. It tries you can mark your stuff out. And the thing is you can also use it as a saw guide. So you put it along your 2x4 and you can just go like that, and you got a perfectly straight cut because you just basically hold your square along your 2x4 and do it that way. It's very inexpensive. It does up your game in the squareness. You can also check square on your like up and down plumb. So you set it on things and you can kind of like this. It does a lot of different things for what it is. You can also like, oh, it's common rafter combination. It shows you right on the thing. So it's got lots of information on the thing, and it also works as a weapon. You can chuck it, and ninja star style. Yeah, Anyways, check them out. You have to have one. You don't have to have one. You should have one of these in your toolboxes if you are doing any sort of construction, from tiling to framing to drywall. They're good to have. There's lots of different things you can do with a square, even though it's triangle. Anyways, it's not your daddy's. It's not your daddy's square. Those other things that are like L-shaped, they tend to bend and break. These things are more durable. You can chuck them around. But anyways, yeah, square. But it's a triangle. It's a framing square. So yeah, check them out. Empire is the brand that I recommend. Do I recommend any brand of triangle, of square will work? Yeah, the link will be down in the description below if you want to check out one of these guys. And yeah, cool tool. The square. By technical, speed square. I think it's a speed square. It's not a actual just a square. It's called a speed square if you want to go, because it's fast. Fast. Put it on top of the teeth. I think if we just stay up there now, it's gonna come at you. Teeth up higher?
I can't. It's stuck now. You have to go higher.
Want me to catch it?
Oh, that was a bit more violent. Go up, not down. Yeah, up. You might have to back up a bit. Go up first. Up first to clear this, and then back up a bit and rearrange yourself. Hold down, hold it down.
Hold out, hold it as far as you can. Okay, swing it.
You gotta back up now. Higher.
Back up.
Wait, you gotta go higher to clear this. Okay, back up. Holden's got it down. Okay, back up now.
Try it.
Okay.
Is it good on that side?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good. Keep going a little bit more. Okay, hold and lift up.
Up?
Yep, lift
This
up.
way?
Yep.
Yeah. Do I let it go?
No, hold on to it.
Pull your side down, hold.
Fix your bucket, Kev. Okay, wait.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Now you're pinned now, so you got to back up again. Back up. Hold and pull down. Keep it on the teeth there.
I'm gonna pull out.
Okay, let go now. Let go. No. All right.
You want me to get it? I don't think I can.
Come on the other side then.
Okay. Don't do anything.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you lift.
Lift up, Holden.
Lift, and I'm gonna pivot.
Okay, once it gets on the bucket, then you can let go. little higher, Holden. Okay, let go. So, can you fix a tractor so it's more even?
No.
Still got do that.
I have to get closer.
That's what I'm saying. Can you go, wait, stop. So you have to back up and go higher because you're gonna catch the lip on that side.
I know. I can see it. That's as far as I can go. I have to go up in order to go.
Okay, now drive forward a bit. Okay, wait, stop.
I'll just cut that thing off.
Right now?
If you cut it, you might get to where you need to be.
I'm gonna cut it because that's ridiculous.
You gotta go higher now. You go higher? Yeah. You got 6.
Somebody with a stick has got to just go and give it a little tickle.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, I got it.
A little higher. Okay,
got
you're
it.
there, you're there. Now forward, good. Okay, and stop. Stop this side here. You gotta go higher again, or, yeah, that works. Okay, good. Forward. Good. If you can go, yeah. Now forward again.
Now down.
Well,
No, it's a little off.
Good. Wow.
It's barely on there. You should probably go a bit more forward. Just go forward. Good. Okay, that's probably good. It's good. Okay.
Oh, then why don't you just bring out your sky hook?
What is that?
We could have just lifted these with the sky hook.
It's not.
You hook it up to the sky, and then you just lift the beams up that way. No? Well, we're making some pretty good progress. We've got most of the rafters up, although we have a slight problem with this tree being inside the roof structure. As you can see, it is in there. It's right in there. I should have taken it down. Future Kevin is present Kevin, so I've got to deal with it. I've got, there's one beside it too that has to come down. Chris is going to, I think he's setting up a ladder because we're gonna sling it high and then winch it into the bush. Hopefully.
Watch your face.
Oh yeah, he's breaking off branches, sorry. So yeah, so you guys can, hopefully this will work out well. My brother's suggestion was to just cut it and let it land on the cabin. And yeah, I don't know, probably not a great idea. I think we can just winch it. Actually, I think we can winch one tree, but get both. Okay, you gotta call it.
It has to go around the tree?
Up the top though, so you gotta get more out.
Like
Maybe go
that?
down to the pond with it.
What?
Go down to the pond with it.
I'm good.
Okay, good.
This good?
That's probably good.
Alright.
Can you flip go around this side on the tree?
Yeah.
Here, watch you don't get the donkey in the face. You gonna cut this tree down, Holden? It doesn't. So the reason, what I have is I have the notch. I have the notch facing. It's probably gonna tickle it.
It's gonna fall. Like 100%.
You think so?
I think it's gonna fall and it's gonna hit that.
All right, so Holden was a little concerned that it was going to hit this thing because it actually was sitting right in there. Basically what happened, what I did was I notched it to make it so it can only go this way. So the holding wood is currently holding. You can see it, it's not pulled out, and it's just leaning. So it's just it's a leaning tree. And then this one, that the split, that was just like a byproduct. You can see that one was ready to go. So currently it's stuck in that one and that one, which is fine. I still got my pull line in there, which is fine. Again, what I'll do at a later date, because it's getting late and I want to get the roof on because it's supposed to rain a whole lot. I'm just gonna leave it there because it's not going anywhere. Like she's stuck. And Chris is raring to go. Look at him, he wants to put the other logs in. We'll just leave it there for now. Get my pull line out. So the idea is just, basically I'm gonna cut the hinge wood, wrap the sling around here, and then get it to roll. And then once it rolls, it just kind of falls down between them. But otherwise, it's very difficult to fall a tree in a very, very overgrown, unmanaged forest. No spices. We got barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Sweet baby Ray's. We're grilling because my wife is she's and daughter. They have their well, that's not my wife's first sleepover, but my daughter's having her first sleepover this evening. So I'm just. I opted to be out here instead because I think it's just going to be, you know, a couple of girls just screeching all night. So I'm doing the old midnight shift. I got well, they're grilling, they're cooking. We're having pork chops, fast fried pork chops. We got some rice cooking. We got some beans cooking. We got some beans fresh from the garden. I am anticipating rain tomorrow. So what I've done is I've tarped the entire shelter. So I can actually, don't even have to stop for rain. I can just keep on trucking. But as you can see, the progress is immense. Half green, half white for whatever reason. This is one of these bubble tarp buildings. I'm not sure why that's green and white, but they're like laminated together. And hopefully that's going to keep me rain. There's a little bit of holes there, but that's okay. I'm not really worried. I'm just majority of the rain keeping off me. But like, look at this view. Look at the view. Other than the excavator's in the way. But the view, I'm thinking like, so this is why I wanted to wait until I got the roof on to kind of give myself an idea what my view is going to be. Like I could, in theory, make nearly this entire wall out of windows. If I wanted to. That would be kind of cool. I don't know. We got to think about it. I'm going to sit there and ponder. I really like how open this is. I've got so many ideas. So many ideas. All right, we just got to wait to determine which one flushes out. Shower time, I call it. You got the shower time thought process going on. Oh yeah, we got our lumber all stacked up out of the rain. We're on track. Not that we had a track, but we're on track. This year's stock of beans. We're plentiful bean. It rains so much. We got beans coming out of our ears, so anytime we can eat fresh beans, that's the way to go. I've got beans. I got the old roasted red pepper rice, the staple with butter, because you know what? It's delicious. And Chris brought some fast fry pork chops, which I'm gonna take the old crispy ones. We got 2 each, Holden. That's exciting, right? Oh, everything's falling apart. All right, cool.
You took the best ones.
Did I?
Yeah.
You can fry those. You want to fry these ones more?
Yeah.
All right, well here, I'll just turn this back on.
Okay.
Cool. There you go, you're good. You can just, should I try it? Are we gonna try the beans? I want to try the beans actually. It's not the first time I want to cook. We're perfect. Eat beans like spaghetti. I'm hungry. I don't know if we're gonna film this. This is like later than I normally eat, so we've been working pretty hard all day. So, you guys want to take a bite of that? Well, I've been spending a lot of time mowing the lawn lately. I've been having those little clippers and kind of hacking away at it, and I figured it is time to go into the future because the future is now. And these guys reached out to me and they said, can you try our lawnmower? And I was like, no. And they're like, really, we want you to try our lawnmower. And I said, no. And then they were like, come on. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll give it a whirl. I will let my people know how awesome or not awesome this thing is, because this isn't a paid ad. This is a free gift of a robot lawnmower. So this is the Redroad robot lawnmower, and it's I think it's a lot cheaper than those, you know, really I would say, high-end name brand sort of lawnmowers. The link will be in the description below if you want to check these guys out. Now, I'm going to set this thing up. My buddy Mark is here, and we're gonna lay this thing out. So we're actually gonna use the boundary cord. Boundary cord is basically where you allow it to mow and what you don't want it to mow. So the idea is to have this thing mow in an area that's really a pain in the butt for me. It's around my raised bed gardens, and it requires a lot of whippersnipping. So this thing, I'm gonna see how well it kind of manages that area over time. So this is gonna be like a multi-parter. We're gonna set it up now. We're gonna let her mow, and you know, we're not gonna watch the grass grow, but I'm going to revisit this in a later video just to kind of show you how well this thing works. But if you want to check out the Redroad lawnmower, the link will be in the description below. You can check these guys out. I haven't, like I said, I haven't tested them out, but I am going to give it a test right now just to see how well it works. But if the link is not in the description below, it means I do no longer approve this this lawnmower, and it is just a simple test. All right, so we're gonna be like anybody else and not read the directions. We're gonna actually plug this thing into the thing now that we've got our boundary wire hooked up, and we're gonna hit the go button and see what happens, because that's really what people do, don't they? Zero. I actually pre-charged this thing, so it should be, is it green as go, and that's it. Mow. 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 On? What's 5? What? I think we should probably read the directions. Mark, did you know about this?
No, like you, I just push buttons and hope for the best.
Well, now it's got the thing. Home. Stop. Off. It says locked. All right, let's go look at the manufacturer's suggestions. Nice, an extension cord, actually. That's cool. Stakes, ground stakes to actually peg it down. And stop yelling at me. All right, so quick operation. Say basically enter the 4-digit pin, which is 000. Keep robot unlocked, and and we're hitting mow. Mow now. Mow. That's not voice activated. App will automatically get. I don't have it connected. All right, download the app. All right, we're off. Or something. Uh-oh. Why is he going over there for? All right, third time's the charm. We've moved our boundary wire slightly over there, and it's gonna go find his home. Okay, found his home. Now it's going to go, where's it gonna go? Turns to that way, and then it goes, and I think it's gonna find the boundary wire and back up. Yep. Okay, boundary wire. Okay. Good. Now where are you gonna go there, lawnmower? Boundary wire again. Here. All right, we got our map. I'm pretty excited. It's going back to a stocking station, and then I don't know what it's going to do. Oh, it even tells me on my app. It says mowing size 401 square meters, progress 0%. It's just gonna start cutting. That's cool. Is it cutting yet? It's cutting. Listen to it cut. It's like completely silent almost. That's neat. It did say pre-mow the lawn. I did not do that. Okay, so it just mows it to its boundary wire, turns itself around, backs up, and then what's it doing? Okay. Can't really tell. It is mowing. See those two little, where are they going? See those two little things? It's a rain sensor, so when it rains too much, this thing goes back to home. That's pretty neat too. Well, it's still out on duty. This is the next day, and as you can see, he has cut the grass pretty much everywhere. There's a little bit there he missed, but he still goes. He just goes and he charges, and then he goes again. So we can see over here, still cutting. So it just keeps plugging along. You can see the rows of grass they're cutting. I'm pretty impressed with this little guy. So yeah, she just keeps going. I'm, like I said, I'm very impressed with this little red road so far. And yeah, we're gonna let them keep going and check them out. The link will be in the description below. And for some reason I don't approve this anymore, I will remove the link. But yeah, he just keeps plugging away. Ah, serenity now. It's like the morning after a big build and you're like, I'm tired, just want to relax. It's like the perfect spot to relax. Sitting out here, having the old morning coffee. The only problem with that is that you sit here and you look at all the stuff you need. Like I'm looking at that dead tree over there and the one behind it. And the one behind it and the one behind it. Holy moly, there's a lot of trees that have to come down. And they're all dead, just standing there mocking me while I'm having my coffee. It's probably because I don't have enough coffee in me yet to see the sunny side of this. the fact that I'm, you know, sitting beside my very own private oasis, listening to the birds and the squirrels chirp at me and those cicadas going ee. Yeah, that's the late fall. That's the late fall cicada. That's when you know, or the late summer cicada, early fall. That's when you know winter is coming. Firewood season is coming again. There's like a weird bug that keeps landing on the pond and flying away again. Doesn't know it's dancing with the devil. There's like 100 angry trout in there. We put those guys in the fall or in the summer. Wow, I don't have enough coffee in me. We put them in the spring. We got 155 trout from Lyndon's Fish Hatchery. And we put them in, and anyways, they're in there. And there's these bugs that are landing on the top, and I'm just waiting for a fish to just jump out. We don't really feed them very much in the summertime because the water gets a little warm, and you guys may know that if you feed trout too much food when it's really hot out, they just kind of gorge and they don't process. It's kind of like the same with us, right? Like, you know, you have those big plates of pasta on a really hot summer day and you're like, oh, I'm gonna die. That's kind of the same as the trout, so you don't really want to overfeed them in the summertime. So we're kind of ramping up to the season where we're kind of fattening them up, because I think my brother wants to do a big old harvest. He's over at the Wooded Beardsman. If you guys don't know, if you guys are just first tuning in, yeah, over at the Wooded Beardsman. Chris will be doing that at some point, I'm sure. We're probably gonna leave it until like either late November or early December. We'll leave the aeration system on. That's from Condors. The aeration system's actually been working really well. It's solar powered. Solar powered. We had the wind turbine from Condors as well, and yeah, they've been test of time really. This like going on 2 years. They've been running. Where did I leave off on there? Oh yeah, Chris is gonna probably harvest them late December, and take them out, because ideally I want this to freeze, because my family and I, we like to play hockey, and this year my daughter's going to Ringette again. So it'll be their second year, so we want to have a little practice on the old pond. It'll actually probably be better this year because we have like the cattails, the bulrush, have kind of settled in, so we'll have like boards. We'll have boards where the pucks won't just go off into never land and never find them again. This is pretty much, I can't remember, year 3 of pond remediation, where we've kind of, we're at the stage now where we've let it settle, and I really think it's coming along, because it's established. I think it's ecosystem. The bulrushes are filtering out the nitrates in the water, and we put pond conditioner actually in the spring. We put pond conditioner, and we haven't put it in yet. And there was a late summer, like a midsummer pond conditioner. We didn't have to use it, and that's partially because of I think the fact that it's established. The fact that we're putting a fresh water source from the dug well over there. I think what it allows it to do is the water comes in to the pond and then permeates out through the filter cloth / topsoil. And I think that's what it's done, is it's actually taken the clay, like the fine clay, and it's either like impregnated into the filter cloth or it's kind of forced it out. But I'm really pleased with the way the water is kind of cleared up. You can, like, visibility is probably about 5-6 feet at this point, and this is the clearest it's ever been since it's filled up. Because there is a natural spring down there which feeds it, but the problem we were having with it was that so the trout would, you know, swim around like trout do, and they would stir up the clay, and then you wouldn't be able to see them. And well, it's not good. It's not good for the fish because it gets clogged in their gills. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, smoggy air for us. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the way kind of everything's settled down. There we go. The brain's functioning. The coffee is flowing. Everything is well. Other than that, it's like getting bright to the point where I gotta put my sunglasses on. Like fall season, I pretty much do firewood season. The emerald ash borer, which is decimating the ash trees pretty much across North America, has well, it's no stranger to around here, but I think this year, this coming fall season is gonna, like, I'm gonna have to really take that seriously, because the tops are starting to get a little brittle, and they're puking branches everywhere, and I don't really want the base to get all rotted, because what's gonna happen is this is gonna they're just gonna fall uncontrollably and maybe take something out. Some, if not all, of the ash trees. The problem, I don't want to really knock them down, because if I can't deal with them right away, then they tend to rot. But I, like, honestly don't think that I'll be able to get to all the ash trees that are here to actually process them for firewood. It's a shame, because they're really good firewood tree. It's just that there's just too many of them. Which kind of leads me to another thing where some people were saying, you know, you got to cut the grass down here. Like, how about you take care of the weeds down here? And I'm like, well, you know what? I don't really want a manicured lawn down here. I don't want to have to, you know, mow the lawn, cut the grass. Like, I'd rather kind of let, you know, nature take its course and kind of establish itself. I also want the trees to regrow. So, like, if you cut the grass all the time, there's going to be no trees regrowing. And you can say you can plant the trees, but you know what? I'd rather the forest by itself regenerates itself if you leave it alone. Like, if you cut a tree down, you're letting light to the forest floor, and then all those seeds that are kind of laying dormant and are just ready to, you know, will sprout. You just give them time. So that's kind of what I've done, or not done. I've let them do their thing. So it does look a little overgrown. Winter's going to take care of that. It's going to knock all my goldenrod down, and what else have I got in there? Goldenrod. I got some pink flowers, some yellow flowers. Yeah, all sorts of stuff in there. But yeah, the trees, the cedars especially, they kind of like that. They'll just hang out just below the surface of all the crud, and then they'll pop out out of nowhere. I've got some of them started over there, but the lawnmower or the whippersnipper, the weed whacker, whatever the heck, that tends to decimate it pretty darn quick. And I don't really want to do that, so I might selectively cut some of the stuff down just so I can toboggan from the top of the hill down without hitting a bunch of weeds. But yeah, I'm pleased with the way it's kind of filled in. It's kind of like acquiring old things, really. You know, like, so how do I put that? So, like, if you have something old and it's got its own little scratches and it's dense and stuff like that, you don't tend to really concern yourself with you know, new scratches and dents, because it's already got that sort of thing. So basically what I'm saying is it's really easy to keep a weed filled area here. It's really hard to keep it, you know, well groomed. So it's kind of like having a brand new thing. It's really easy to keep something dirty than it is to keep it clean. So that's kind of the way the natural landscape, this is the way it wants to be. So some of the future plans I've got, I want to make it a little easier sort of to maintain down here. Like the hot tub. The hot tub, I'd like to use it more frequently, but the problem is that, you know, you got to clean it. You got to clean it, and then you got to fill it, and then you got to heat it, and then you got to get in it, and then you're like, oh, well, that was a lot of work just to relax. So that's the nature of the beast, right? So I'm thinking either like a cover to put on it, so I can kind of like, you know, put the water away and then not have stuff fall in it, and my little stock tank pool. I don't think we had it filled in the spring, and my daughter's just not interested anymore, and quite honestly, it's quite a little small for me. But yeah, we haven't really used it this summer at all. It's still doing fine. It's just a question of, you know, you just got to fill it up, and it's the cost benefit. It's the cost benefit to having those sort of things. So I've been doing a little bit of research into natural ponds, or natural pools, I guess they're called, and it's basically a pool that is like filtered with gravel and native plants, and it's kind of got the same like aesthetics as a pool. I would say it's almost got a better aesthetics than a pool, and yeah, you don't have to do anything. That's right up my alley. So I'm looking at doing something like that, either A, with this itself, or even at the front of the property. I was thinking maybe digging a really big natural pool pond, if that's a thing. Organic pool? We'll call it an organic pool. So something that's got clean water that I don't have to do anything with. So it's kind of like a lake with its own natural ecosystem. So those are kind of the future plans. You know, it's on the list, as I say. There's a really, really long list of stuff that I'd like to do. All right, so I'll give you guys a little bit of update on Dawn. So you guys have been asking, what's up with Dawn? Where's Dawn? Is Dawn here? Where's Dawn? What's Dawn doing? So anyways, here's the low. Here's the skinny on the Dawn situation. So Dawn went on vacation in the summertime to Prince Edward Island. And when he was there, I think he was there for like 3 weeks or something like that. And he found himself a really nice place, and he put an offer on it, and he bought it. So he's bought a house in Prince Edward Island. So fast forward to you know, midsummer, he comes back and he's like, okay, Kevin, I bought a house in PEI. And I was like, well, that doesn't really surprise me, because you know, that's kind of like the natural, I guess the transition into retirement, I guess you would say, is that, like, you know, you find a place you like, it's got a low cost of living area, you know, you got family there, and yeah, so he basically, when he came back, he said, you know, I'm listing my house, I'm gonna see if I can sell it. So he had a condition of you know, sale of his own house. So he's listed his house, and no surprise, it did sell. So he sold his house here, and he's moving to PEI. So really what that means is that, yeah, Don's not going to be around very much anymore, which is, you know, I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he's kind of like, you know, finding a new place to roam around. He likes biking. And I think Prince Edward Island will give him lots of opportunity to kind of, you know, bike and explore the island and stuff like that. So that's why he hasn't been around a lot, like in the last little while, is because he's got his own stuff he's doing. He's, you know, I've been helping him out with, you know, decluttering his house. He's been getting rid of a lot of stuff for the big move. So yeah, that's pretty much what the load down on Dawn is. He's hopefully, you know, once he gets settled in, you and I will take a road trip out to PEI, see what his new digs look like. And I'm hoping I can get him out before he like officially moves. I believe his closing date's near the end of the month. So yeah, hopefully we can get him out before that. Like I said, he comes out every once in a while, drops off some stuff, because he's like, oh, I don't want this in PEI, you can have it. So I've been collecting a lot of Dawn artifacts, which is cool. But yeah, it's gonna be sad to see him go. But I am happy that he is, you know, that's what he wants to do, and you know. Yeah. trying to think how long Dawn and I have been working together. I think it's been like 10 years or something like that. 10 or 12 years Dawn and I have been working together. Doing jobs here and there and working here, and yeah. I'd like to actually give you a tour of the job we did, or the work we did over at his house. We did, it's pretty fancy. I know you guys are like, well, help Dawn out. Why? I have, and we didn't film it, right? We just did it. We did his kitchen and his bathroom and all, like we did, I think, his entranceway and stuff like that. So maybe I can give you a tour once everything firms up and he's gonna go. Maybe I'll take you for a walkthrough through that house just to show you where Dawn lived. It's a cute little house. But yeah, he got what he was asking for it, and yeah. So there's a plan to run a aircraft cable from this tree over to the other side and suspend a deer feeder. We actually ended up getting a deer feeder from Cabela's Bass Pro, and the plan is for have it like timed to just kind of spread feed out over top of the pond at regular intervals. I haven't quite done that yet. I'm meaning to do it, but it's been too warm for actually anything to like feed them, so I haven't done it yet. It's on the list. Many things on the list. I'm just looking at the we have a little algae area here. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting right there. Can you see that? I don't know if that's like aquatic. It's aquatic something or other. But look how clear the water is. Can you guys see how clear the water is? You can see perfectly in there. It's a little chilly, which is good for trout. You can see inside here what's established. It's pretty thick, but I can see some trees coming up there. Some trees. I'm not sure exactly what that tree. There's a frog. See the frog? Green frog. I'm not sure what kind of tree that is. Maybe a poplar or an aspen. But yeah, have those guys come up and then knock everything else down that's around it just to give it opportunity to grow. Trying to think where my my balsam. There's some balsam and some cedar in there. I don't know what this blue flower is. There. You can see that guy there. So it's actually good that he gets to be in the shade. Compete for sunlight.